76ers starting group. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Oubre out there with Embiid, and it's George in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Pistons, the forwards are Thompson and Harris. Cade Cunningham out there with Robinson, and it's Duren in at the 5. And when you look at these teams on paper, there's a clear talent discrepancy.
Yeah, but Kevin, games aren't won on paper. And if you're the underdogs, most people have already written you off. So you go out and play free with no pressure and use all of that public doubt as motivation.
Here's Edgecombe. Pass to Maxey. Embiid with the screen on Cunningham. Maxey passes to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
And seeing a guy as big as Embiid being so fluid in terms of his movement, jaw-dropping.
Cunningham against Maxey. And Duren slams it in.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Oh, and the jam by Embiid.
And it's no secret that Embiid enjoys the spotlight. When he gets a chance to show off some, he seizes it.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Now, here's Cunningham. Really played well against Brooklyn in his last outing.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Maxey with it, covered by Cunningham. Maxey into the lane. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Cunningham looking it over. Over Maxey. Cunningham's shot is off. 76ers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Maxey, no good.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Harris passes to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Physical play by Duren at the rim, which doesn't allow much room for interference.
Maxey kicks to Embiid. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
To the middle. Here's Harris. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's on Kelly Oubre.
Remarkable balance by the veteran Harris, showing he's able to take contact while shooting.
First team foul.
One shot.
At the line for Detroit, Harris. Tobias Harris, 1 shot.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And over the course of his career, Tobias Harris has shown a willingness to embrace various roles.
Well, look, Kevin, Tobias Harris is not only a highly skilled player, but he is a team-oriented, win-first, veteran guy, totally unselfish, and will just figure out a way that he needs to help any team he's on get to where they want to go.
Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Embiid. In the game against Toronto. Very impressive. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
A bit ago, JB Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. We talked about the strategy tonight, particularly against Joel Embiid. He said, quote, "I told my guys to get as physical as they want," adding, "He's not a guy you can guard gently. He demands that you get aggressive." Hopefully that assertive defense gets Coach the results he's looking for. Kevin, back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Pass to Edgecombe. Embiid with a screen on Robinson. Now here's Embiid. The 76ers with another miss. During the pass to Robinson. Now Cunningham. Nice ball movement by Detroit. George against Robinson. Back to Duren. Just 4 to shoot. And a wide open look for Cunningham. They get it again. Thompson from long range. A shot, no good. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. It's a 5-point game. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team. It's deflected.
An effective stopper at the rim. Duren sure knows how to use those long arms of his.
Maxey against Cunningham. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Cunningham against Maxey. Clock at 6. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Oubre, and finished off by Oubre.
A powerful finisher, Oubre Jr. You deserve to get dunked on when you let him get inside.
Bounce pass from Cunningham. Harris inside, covered by Oubre. Harris, good. Harris has got 7 points. So for Philadelphia, their last game, a win against the Raptors.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
Here's Harris, following the basket by Tyrese Maxey. Harris against Oubre. Harris inside, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The 76ers making a switch here. Grimes is checked in.
Number 5,
The 76ers trail by 3. Maxey passes to George. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. As these early games, Coach, bring in a variety of new opponents. Rosters definitely get put to a test, don't they?
They sure do, Kevin. Every team hits you in a different way, and you've got to develop the proper counter punches. That's something that has to be focused on in these early games.
The free throw drops for Embiid. You look at the Pistons stand, statistically pretty solid across the board.
Yeah, they're well balanced. They have guys with size, athleticism, skill. You got to give a lot of credit to the front office and these players for their hard work.
And Embiid drops them both. And some young promise in the backcourt for Philadelphia.
Maxey already an all-star. Jared McCain looks to continue his promising start. And Quentin Grimes, a revelation last season. And let's not forget, number 3 pick B.J. Edgecombe. They are loaded at guard.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball. George against Harris.
and that one goes long.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Grimes with it. Robinson on him. Here's Embiid. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
At the line for the Sixers, Embiid. Joel Embiid. One shot.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
Better than most centers from the line. Embiid exceptional with his hand.
Pass to Robinson. Here's Durant. Popped up there for Thompson. The shot, no good.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync yet.
Now, here is Robinson. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Cunningham on the wing. Six to shoot. On the wing, Thompson. He's guarded by Grimes. Detroit, no good that time either. Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Maxey against Cunningham. Maxey deciding where to go with it. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And what a finish by Maxey with that contact. That took a lot of guts.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the 76ers.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
And Stan, when you think of the most athletic teams in the NBA, the Pistons have to be right up there.
Yeah, a handful of supreme athletes. And most importantly, Kevin, they use that athleticism to attack and disrupt. That's what makes the difference.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Edwards, he's checked in for the 76ers.
Philadelphia substitution, number 11, Jeff Edwards.
'76ers on defense, leading by 5. Cunningham outside. Harris setting the pick for Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. Count it.
Yeah, and that's a confidence builder for Cunningham. Good to see him getting it done inside.
The 76ers leading by 3. Pass to Grimes. There's the screen from the arc. Rebound by the Pistons. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part. He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option.
They get it back, and that one's good. Bona.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
Harris looking it over. Duran sets the screen for Harris. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
What strength right there from Duran, just powering through the foul.
And you talk about size, coach, strength, and bounce. Jalen Duren drawing comparisons now to a young Dwight Howard.
Yeah, he certainly is, Kevin. And look, I like to be careful when we're making those kind of comparisons with a young player and a Hall of Famer like Dwight Howard. But there are similarities with the athleticism and the relentless approach to defense and rebound. Well, look, it seems like every time Jalen Duren is on the floor, he's looking to outdo himself, to raise his own standards as a player. I really like that about him.
Grimes with the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Harris. To Cunningham. Over McCain. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And so it's Detroit with the ball after the Sixers pick up 2. Up top, Watford, guarded by Harris. Pass to McCain. Now Grimes. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Some solid defense from Harris.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Good work there as it goes. Harris has got 9 points.
Well, I like seeing Harris be aggressive inside. He's more than capable of making you pay from that.
There's the lob to Duren. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Duren.
Taking a look here at some stats for Cunningham. Last season, he played outstanding. He was around 26 points a game last year, 9 assists and 6 rebounds. And with the ball in his hands, he is an outstanding distributor.
Well, he is so unselfish. That's why guys love playing alongside him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Stewart's checked in for Jalen Duren. Jones comes in for Harris. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Cunningham. Grimes with it, defended by Jones. Pass to Bona. Now McCain. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the 76ers lead by 7.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Fires from 14. A nice shot by LeVert.
And it's clear that LeVert has tons of confidence, especially in his ability to drain jumpers.
Now, here's Maxey. He definitely had a good game in their win against the Raptors. A 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for the Philadelphia 76ers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
And so, in the game for the 76ers, Watford out there with Quentin Grimes. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Jared McCain. And it's Bona in at the center position. Here's Bona. Pass to Maxey. Launches it. Bangs home the trifecta. Maxey's got 10 points in the game.
And, well, Maxey is a dead-eye sniper from beyond the arc. The D has to chase him off that line.
And here's Stewart. It's LeVert on the wing. McCain defending. LeVert finds Stewart. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Now, here's LeVert. He had 10 points in the win against the Nets in Brooklyn.
Thunderous jam from Stewart.
And now, Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Back to you guys.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Pass to Sasser. To the inside. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. The Pistons second.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
So for the Pistons, Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Green. Robinson comes in for Karis LeVert. And it's Cunningham in for Marcus Sasser. Now, here's Maxey. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
The Pistons have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Cunningham passes to Holland. McCain against Robinson. Uncovered. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Great patience shown by Robinson. Just allowing the play to develop.
Maxey against Cunningham. Pass to Bona.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up. That's 2 really unproductive trips in a row ending in turnover.
Pistons trail by 5. Cunningham with it. Fires the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Watford. Good D by Thompson. The Pistons have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Thompson sets the pick for Cunningham. Looking to end his cold spell. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Well, that's the kind of assertive play you want to see more of from Cunningham.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Embiid's checked in. Here's Watford. 20 points for him last game against Toronto.
Yeah, and his facilitating was also extremely impressive. He was outsmarting the defense and easily connecting with ready shooters.
Pistons trail by 3. Here's Robinson. Here's Holland. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Now Grimes. He had 13 points in the win against Toronto. 5 on the clock. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Duren, he's checked in for Isaiah Stewart.
Now returning on the floor to your Pistons, number 0, Jalen Duren.
Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside, Robinson. Pass to Holland. Over Watford. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Holland. The 76ers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Now, Maxey. Grimes with it. Screened by Watford. They need this one. Shot clock at 5. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Philadelphia shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And the first one at the line is good. And the 76ers with some changes. Paul George comes in for Trendon Watford. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Jared McCain. All free throws good from Grimes. Here is Cunningham. He's got 6. Pass to Holland. Thompson, a screen on George. And he hits it to tie the game up. Holland's got 5 points so far.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Back to Maxey. Fires from deep. Thompson with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Yeah, reward the big running the floor. Duren hustling.
Here's Maxey after the basket by Detroit. Here he goes. Holland with the rebound. The Pistons have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. Robinson kicks to Thompson. Duren with the screen on George. Holland. No good on the 3.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Embiid finds Maxey. Duren against Oubre. And here's Maxey outside. That's good, and that's Embiid with the assist. Embiid's got 3 assists in the game. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
The time is now, Pistons Nation. Give it up for your Pistons Punch Squad!
Detroit making a switch. Harris is checked in, and Philadelphia also making a switch. Edgecombe's checked in. And here is Duren. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
Yeah, and it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for really taking it to the defense.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Harris. And again, it's the Pistons missing. The 76ers leading. George dishes to Embiid. The strength of Embiid on display.
And right there,
Embiid showing he's just too big and too skilled to stop.
And for over a decade in the NBA great, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same, but can he hold off Father Time?
Edgecombe, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Duren. Deflects the pass. Here's Oubre. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Embiid's got his 4th assist in this one. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Detroit. Thompson sets the pick for Cunningham. Down low. Thompson passes to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Well, it's always a huge bonus when Duren has a scoring night like this.
Pass to Edgecombe. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Embiid. Rebound, Detroit. Duren's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Harris. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
Now, here is George. Still without a basket. And the 3 off target.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
How much power from Jalen Duren. Good.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with them. Jared McCain's checked in for Maxey. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. Jalen Duren is second.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Here's George. Embiid with a screen on Harris. And George kicks to Embiid. The 76ers again can't hit it. Pistons leading by 3. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. To the inside. Here's Embiid, and he can't stop the run as he misses. Detroit's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Robinson, that's good.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Now here's Oubre. He has 6. They get it back.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jump.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play.
Paul George. First personal foul.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pistons?
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
They've out-hustled the opponent so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage.
Well, a lottery pick back in 2022. Jalen Duren brings energy to this team. A big frame, toughness down low.
Edgecombe with it, covered by Cunningham. Pass to Embiid. 1:30 left in the first half. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Sinks the three-pointer. Grimes has got 5 points now this quarter.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Thompson passes to Cunningham. Duren sets the screen for Cunningham. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pistons have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
At the line for Detroit.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane.
Shooting one
shot.
.103 left to play here in the second quarter. To the middle. Here's Edgecombe. The putback. No luck, they battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. And here are the Pistons. They're on a 19-5 run here.
But grown man strength there from Harris. Able to power his way for the finish.
defensive foul. Elbow. Two. Second personal foul.
The Pistons have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
At the line for Detroit, Harris. Tobias Harris. One shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Harris.
Well, one thing you notice about Tobias Harris, he is a worker, a true professional who just wants to do the best job he can for his team, and we've seen the results over the years.
Edgecombe, that's good, and it's Embiid with the assist. Edgecombe's got his first basket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Harris, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on George.
This is Harris putting his physicality to good use, making sure he gets some contact inside and draws the whistle.
Tobias Harris. Two shots.
First free throw is good.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Jared McCain's checked in for Philadelphia. And Harris drops them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Embiid. He's got 13. Shoots. That three off target had some space there. And so it's Detroit with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels. And it's gotten them up big. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
You look at the Pistons, it's still too early to tell. I mean, can't judge a movie based on the first 15 minutes. Gotta let things develop.
Yeah, I could judge your movies off the first 5 minutes.
Easy, easy, easy. And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Pistons.
When you have this many boards, you have many more opportunities to score, and they're taking advantage.
Yep, turning lemons into lemonade.
I'm thirsty.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We've seen Jalen Duren really having a great game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Harris steps in at the 4 with...
Hey, if you're looking for creativity midair, you're in the right place. Duren with the flourish.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. And the 76ers shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. George against Thompson. Outside, George. Embiid with the screen on Thompson. In the corner, it's Oubre. Here's Embiid. Locked in, Embiid with the contested shot.
He just knows where to go. Embiid positioning himself perfectly to get the putback.
On the wing, Harris. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Embiid with the steal. And he slams it right down on top of Cade Cunningham.
Well, no question, Joel Embiid is page 1 on the scouting report. Maybe page 2 and 3 as well. He is a handful.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Guys?
On the run. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Embiid finds Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
Outside, Robinson. Harris outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Harris has got 19 points.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally insane.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does great. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Checking out the stats for Harris. A very nice season for him last year. Averaged about 13 points per, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Well, he's found his groove. He isn't forcing anything, and he's making the most of his chances.
Outside, Robinson. Here's the screen. In the corner, it's Harris. Just 5 on the clock. And that one hits back iron.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
Maxey passes to George. Kept alive. It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Joel Embiid.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Duren shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Embiid.
Well, as his career progresses, Duren needs to improve his free throw shooting numbers.
For Detroit, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. He misses the free throw.
We got this.
He hits the second from the line. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Outside, Maxey. 76ers moving the ball around. Oubre up top, guarded by Harris. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Embiid's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
It's a big fella. Embiid making it look too easy.
Cunningham passes to Duran. Oubre against Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Thompson inside the line, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Well, that miss was caused by the defense. They were all over him.
Oubre against Cunningham. Oubre can't get it to go. Detroit leading by 10. Harris, right side. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Pass to Maxey. And here's Embiid, guarded by Harris. Oubre outside. That's good, and that's Embiid with the assist. Embiid's got his 8th assist in the game. The Pistons have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. On the wing, Harris. Back to Cunningham. Robinson for 3. Sinks the triple. Robinson's got 8 points.
Robinson in the mix, coming right back.
And Duncan Robinson, one of the more efficient three-point marksman coach in this league.
Yeah, look, Kevin, Duncan Robinson built his game around his three-point shooting, and the threat of the three has drawn more defensive attention, and Duncan Robinson has learned to make plays for other people based on the defense that he sees a much improved all-around basketball player.
Robinson for 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
Well, when your shot is as polished as Robinson's, you can be that fast with your motion.
Maxey kicks to Oubre. High post, Embiid. Outside, George. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And he continues to shoot a perfect percentage. Clearly a big reason why they're up right now.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also, got to be impressed with their interior play, getting in the paint and figuring out ways to score.
Karis LeVert's checked in for Detroit. The 76ers trail by 13. Pass to Grimes. Outside, George. Off target from three-point range.
Well, he can't buy a bucket, but it's time to find other ways to help his team win.
Now Duran. LeVert finds Harris. Over Maxey. Harris's shot is off. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. And there's Paul George on the assist by Embiid.
I love seeing George be so assertive down low. Certainly doesn't lack confidence. An accomplished scorer.
Here's Harris. The shot from the low post is good. Harris has got 21 in the game. The 76ers trail by 13. Here's Maxey. He's got 18. Pass to Grimes. Embiid the screen. Grimes with the bucket. Grimes has got 11 points.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for that.
LeVert, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And just so good at reading angles. When LeVert spots a lane to the rim, he is all over it.
George passes to Embiid. Embiid is a monster in the lane. Wow.
Knowing his team needs a lift, he's putting them on his back.
Pass to Harris. Now here is Robinson. Now LeVert. 6 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. Thompson sets the pick for LeVert. Shot from the top of the key, and the jumper is good. He's got 8. The 76ers trail by 13. Outside, Maxey. Over to the wing. And they double up Embiid. It's tipped.
This is the type of defender Duran is capable of being. Terrific activity and positioning, coming up with the rejection.
Robinson misses. And the 76ers shooting at 51%. Really solid. Oubre kicks to Maxey. Fires for 3. Duran pulls it in.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
Gotta do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Holland, he's checked in for Detroit. Marcus Sasser comes in for Duncan Robinson. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Bona's checked in. Trendon Watford comes in for George. Edwards, he's checked in for Oubre. And Jared McCain subbed in for Maxey. The 76ers trail by 15. McCain with the ball. Pass to Bona. Shoots the 3. Holland with the rebound.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. The 76ers shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point. Pass to Bona. Here's McCain. Here's Bona. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And the 3 ball is good. Grimes has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
LeVert. Now Sasser. Pass to Holland. Fires the 3. And McCain pulls it down. The 76ers trail by 14. Here's Watford, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Elbow.
2. The 76ers have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
Trendon Watford, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. A different look here for Detroit. Stewart checked in for Duran, and it's Cunningham in for Harris. And he sinks the second. There's 1:17 left to play here in the third. Pass to Stewart. Oh, Laverne in position. It's stolen by Edwards. Here's Bona, guarded by Stewart. Now McCain. There's a screen. Clock at 6. The 76ers with another miss. Pistons leading by 13. Pass to Sasser. Here's Holland. Now Sasser hasn't made one yet. Here's Cunningham. No good on the fadeaway. The 76ers trail by 13 to the paint. Here's Bona. And he makes good on the layup.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
And here's Cunningham.
Philadelphia foul. Quentin Grimes. First personal foul. 13 foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
For your Pistons, Cunningham. Cunningham. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. From deep three-point territory. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Pistons lead by 13. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Tyrese Maxey. Watford out there with Quentin Grimes. Then it's Jared McCain. And it's Bona in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Up it goes, and the Piston lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Maxey.
Well, that's his 4th triple for the game now. Just his 1st in the second half.
Pass to Cunningham. Stewart with the screen on McCain. McCain against Cunningham. Over McCain. Cunningham's shot is off.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
Maxey on the wing. McCain sets a screen for Maxey. Pass to Grimes. The 76ers, another 3.
Yeah, spotting the open teammate there. Nice work by Maxey.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And here's Stewart. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Sixers ball.
The 76ers trail by 7. McCain with the ball. Outside, Maxey. Shot clock at 5. Fires from the wing. Rebound, Detroit. 17 points was their biggest margin. And the foul called on Jared McCain. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Stewart. Here's Sasser. Pass to Cunningham. 6 to shoot. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got 3 assists in the game. Outside, Maxey. Inside. Here's Bona. It's hauled in by Stewart.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
That's a 2 from Cunningham. Nice jump shot. Good. And now a 12-point Piston lead.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. Duren, he's checked in for Detroit. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, "We have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging." Guys?
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to McCain. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. A 12-point game. Again, the Pistons score. The 76ers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Embiid with a screen on Cunningham. And there's the call on Trendon Watford. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Pistons leading by 14. Now here's LeVert. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Duren sets the screen for LeVert. 2 on the clock. Off target from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The shot by Watford, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's LeVert on the mark with the 15-footer. And the Pistons lead by 16.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Maxey against Cunningham. And they get it. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey. Maxey's got 23.
Doing some damage from the mid-range. Maxey's skilled at finding space to let it fly.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Well, something changed for him at halftime. He's been more solid on the offensive end.
The 76ers trail by 16. Here's Maxey. Lays it up and banks it in. Maxey's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
McCain against LeVert. Stewart with the screen on McCain. There's the lob to Duren. Here's Watford, guarded by Stewart, and it's blocked.
Well, Stewart understands his role is to protect the rim, and he does a great job of it.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
A different look here for Detroit. Tobias Harris is checked in for Stewart. Asar Thompson comes in for Holland. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Karis LeVert. Then for the 76ers, George is checked in for Trendon Watford. And Oubre subbed in for Jared McCain. Pistons on defense. Now Maxey. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
And Maxey plays with so much energy. That time he wills that one in off the contact.
On the wing, Harris. And the basket is good. Harris has got 23 points.
Man, I'll tell you what, everything Harris does tonight offensively has been working. He's piling up the points.
Cunningham against Maxey. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Cunningham. And that's now 25 points for Tobias Harris. Oubre outside. George sets a screen for Oubre. Here's the three. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hit the tip, and Embiid is right there. He's got 27.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Thompson, a screen on George. Down low. And Thompson throws it down. The 76ers trail by 16. George looking around. Pass to Maxey. All alone. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Maxey against Harris. Cunningham outside. To the paint. And Duren slams it in.
Dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender. Pass to Embiid. Back to Maxey. Now Grimes. Beyond the arc. Here's Embiid. Unable to get that one. The defense that time from Duren. And the shot is good. Duren's got 14 points now in the second half.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Cunningham against Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Doesn't take much for Maxey to find a lane to the rim.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. It's an 18-point lead. Thompson surveying the floor. Into the lane, and it's Thompson with the jam.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Embiid against Duren. Now here's Embiid. Not a lot of room. Yep, that one goes in there. Embiid's got 4 points this quarter.
It's just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
Cunningham finds Duren. Now Robinson. Pass to Harris. Robinson outside. Here's Duren. Tries from 7. Thompson fires. No good from 3. The 76ers trail by 18. Oubre. And Thompson sends it back.
He has the potential to be an elite NBA defender for a long time. Thompson can guard anybody.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team.
Fans, your Pistons dance team.
The And the 76ers making a change here. Edgecombe's checked in. And we've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, Jalen Duren.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. Now Maxey. Now Oubre. 5 on the clock. George! Missed on the 3.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
Thompson outside. Now Cunningham. Now Robinson. Thompson fires. Deflected by George.
And the timing from George there on the rejection, using his long reach to turn away the shot.
Sixers ball.
.157 left in the fourth quarter. Maxey, the 3 goes down.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
And here's Cunningham. Robinson outside. Clock at 6. Harris knocks down the 3.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Pistons.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jalen Duren.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot heat. That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to let up, and I like that. Keep pouring it on.
Maxey with the screen on Harris. Outside George. Jacks up a 3. And Harris will pull it down.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And then Cunningham with the double.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
Oubre, a screen on Thompson. From deep, George. Another shot, and it's denied.
Well, Duren making his physical presence known.
Harris passes to Cunningham. So Detroit takes this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Tobias, congratulations on the win. Do you sense this team is building good chemistry?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is us continuing to find our identity. And what we are learning is we're a great team once we get stops. And once we're able to run, get out in transition, we just continue to find each other's similarities and our personalities as we play together.
Guys, as the year goes on, they continue to get closer.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Jalen Duren.